So let's get started. Let's just sit crisscross for a minute. Sitting up tall, hands on the knees, shoulders down, and just do a little head roll. So you're just going to drop your chin, roll your head to the right, to the back, to the left, and forward. And now reverse it. And as you're doing this, feel like you're lifting your head right off of your neck. Drop your chin forward, lift your head. Place your right hand down, reach out with your left arm, curl up and over like you're curling over a barrel. Reach with your left arm, press your left hip down. So you find space here between the ribs. Deep breath in. Exhale, pull yourself up, place that hand down, other side. Reach with your arm, make it really active. Don't just bend. You're lengthening and reaching, press your right hip down. Come all the way up, one more on each side. Inhale and exhale, lift. One more to the other side. Reaching, pressing the right hip down, and coming up tall. So now we're going to add a little side to side motion. So you're going to bring your arms out to a T, twist to the right, lift, come center to the left. So you're not moving your arms move because you're moving your rib cage side to side. And come center. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, bring your hands behind your head, lift up tall, deep breath in, twist, lift a little bit more, come center, twist left, bring your ribs around a little bit more, one more on each side. Keep sitting up tall, try not to let yourself fall back. And to the left, and come center. Bring your hands down, walk them forward, lengthen your spine, belly is lifted up, just feel that stretch, and then walk your hands back. Now bring your legs straight out in front of you. We're going to stretch our spine forward. The exercise is called spine stretch forward. So you're sitting up tall, try to relax your quads so you're not gripping there. Flex your feet, reach your arms in front of you. You're going to lift up and start to make that C curve. You're rounding through the spine, hinging forward, reaching with your arms, lifting your belly, pushing through your heels. So everything's reaching forward except your belly. You're pulling in with the belly. Inhale, restack your spine. One dog at a time, sit up tall. I'll turn sideways so you can see it from this direction. Lift up, flex forward, and then restack. Get tall, lift, flex forward. Pull your belly in, restack as you inhale one more time. Everything's reaching forward, and then you restack. From here, we're going to bend our knees. We're going to do some rolling back. Hands are behind your thighs. First, press into your thighs, lift your chest, shoulders down, elbows are wide. Take a deep breath in, get really tall. As you exhale, you make that little C curve, you start to roll back so your arms are straight. Right here, you pull that belly in really deep. Now try not to pull with your arms, they're just there to guide you. Pull yourself up with your core, lift up tall, inhale. Exhale, making your C curve, rolling back. Use your core, pull yourself up. Now if that feels easy, reach your hands forward, make your C curve, roll back. Maybe you go back a little bit farther and pull yourself up. Get tall, making your C curve, rolling back. Try to keep your feet planted down. Pull yourself up, lift tall. You can still keep your hands here. It's totally up to you. Hinge back, find that spot where you feel a challenge. You're lined up hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Pull yourself up, come up tall. Now we're going to add on a little something. We're going to add some twists. So bring your palms towards the ceiling. We're going to make that little tuck and you're going to twist. Let your eyes follow your hands so you're twisting the ribs. Use your core, pull yourself up and twist. Lifting with your core and twist. And initiate from the core, lift up, twist, and lift, and twist. Inhale as you lift, exhale, twist, twisting the ribs around that spine, Let's do one more on each side. And lift, last one. And lift, coming up tall. This time bring the soles of your feet together. Grab your ankles, lift up, candy cane forward. And you can press your elbows into your thighs if you want a little inner thigh stretch. Initiating from those deep abdominals, restack your spine, sit up tall. We're gonna come all the way down to the mat now. So your hands are behind your thighs. You're gonna start to roll back like we did before, except now you're gonna release your hands, come down slowly with control, one bone at a time. And then pull your knees into your chest, give yourself a little squeeze, rock side to side. It's a nice massage for the back of your pelvis. Even here, just doing this little stretch, you're pulling your belly in and up. Shoulders down, away from your ears. One hand on each knee. Let's do some knee stirs. You're just circling your knees away from each other. It's a little stretch and warm up for the pelvis. And then circle them away from each other in the opposite direction. Inhaling and exhaling. One more little squeeze, place your feet down, one at a time. Your arms are at your side, pull your shoulders back, drop your rib cage. So if you feel your ribs popping up, pull them together, whole back of the pelvis is connected to the mat. Imagine it's Velcro down, so it's not gonna move. Up and back or side to side. Arms at your side. We're going to do a little marching or knee floats. So the angle of your leg right here, this 45-degree angle, you're going to keep it as you lift that leg up to, this is called chair, where your knee is over your hip. Your calf is parallel to the floor. You hold it up, you lower it down. When that foot places down, you lift up the other side. And you lower. And you do it slow enough so that you can feel the challenge to your core of moving your leg up and down. It's just a small movement with control, a warm-up exercise. Inhale as you lift, exhale, lower. As you transition, you try not to let your pelvis move. Lifting your leg up, hinging from the hips or the knees over the hip. One more on each side. Hold it here. So from here, you can continue with that exercise, the knee floats or marching. Or you can bring both legs up to chair one at a time for toe dips. So toe dips are like what it sounds like. You imagine you're dipping your toes into a pool. You can keep your head down. Let's do that to start. Knee over the hip, lower just the right leg down to the point you feel a challenge, but your low back isn't lifting. If you can go to the floor, you just gently tap it with your toes and you pull back up. The whole leg drops down. Only go as far as you can keep that low back connected. And imagine there's a cast around your leg, so you're not dropping your heel and bringing your foot down. Your leg's in a cast, so the whole leg goes down and you pull up with your core. Whole leg goes down, pull up with your core. And you take your time so you can feel the challenge to your core to keep that belly down from popping up, to keep your low back connected to the mat. Inhale and exhale. If this feels really easy, you want to make it more challenging, try lifting up into your seeker. Inhale and then exhale, lifting up. Your arms can be reaching. I'm looking right through my thighs. You can also have your hands behind your head as you do your toe dips. Taking your time, being very precise, knee right over the hip, tapping the same spot on the mat with your toes. And if you want to make it even more challenging, try double toe dips. You glue your legs together. Inhale as you lower, exhale pulling in. You might not lower as far as you do with the single because both legs are a little bit heavier, a little more challenging to your core. Inhale, exhale, lift. As you lower, pull that belly in more deeply. Let's do two more. Elbows are wide, shoulders are far away from your ears. One more. Pull your knees in, rock your head side to side, and remember what I said before, if you're in C-curve, your neck is feeling strained, just put your head down, rock it side to side, release any tension. Pull your knees in, rock your body side to side. So the next exercise we're going to do is a traditional warm-up exercise called the 100. It's the 100 because we're going to breathe in for 5 counts and breathe out for 5 counts until we get up to, we're going to do that 20 times till we get up to 100. But we're not just breathing, we're working our arms and we're working our core. So with your arms, they're super straight as you can make them, and your fingers are together. And imagine you're bouncing balls and you're coming up to hip height, down to the mat but not touching it, and super sharp, straight movements. Feet can be down, head can be down. You breathe in for 5, pulling your belly in and up. You breathe out for 5. You can also lift up into your C curve, keeping your feet on the mat. Inhale, you can lift back up, and then from here, do your 100. You can also bring your legs to chair. Keep your head down or come up into your C curve. In this position, you can also bring your legs straight up or lower them down to your working level, which means your low back is still connected to the mat, your belly is pulled in. I have my heels together, toes apart, zipping up the inner thighs, because when you turn on those inner thighs, connects to the pelvic floor, pulling your belly in, that's all part of your core, and it helps to deepen the strength of your core. So just rock your head side to side for a second. You decide how you want to do the 100. If it's the first time, maybe it's your feet down. Maybe your legs are in chair. You decide what works for you. I'm going to come up into my C curve. Inhale, exhale, lift. I'm going to extend my legs out to my working level. Super straight arms. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 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 Really reaching with those arms, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, exhale. 3, 4, 5, pull your belly deeper. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, inhale. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, inhale. Exhale, 3, 4, 5, last set. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Pull your knees and lower your head. Rock your head side to side, rock your body side to side. Nice job. So let's do one more quick core exercise. Legs are in chair or legs can be down on the floor. You decide. We're going to do a little chest lift. I'm going to, if you're going to have your feet down, plant them down. Bring your hands behind your head, shoulders down. Inhale as you exhale, chest lift. From here, we're going to do little pulses up, so your head is not going to touch the mat again. Or your legs are in chair, knees over the hips, calves parallel to the floor. So I'm going to keep my legs in chair. We're going to lift up and lower. Lift and lower. To lift your chest, you pull your belly in more deeply. And keep breathing. Now start thinking about that pelvic floor. You want to lift it up. You're not squeezing like a Kegel. You're lifting as you drop your belly button down. And lift and lower. Let's do 5 more. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower down, pull your knees in. So we're going to do the same exercise, but with a little side-to-side twisting to work your obliques, which are those parts of your abdominals that are on the side body muscles. So with your feet are down, your hands are behind your head, you come up into your C curve, you twist to the right, to the left, you come center, you twist to the right. I'm going to do it with my legs in chair. So I'm lifted, I bring my right shoulder towards my left thigh, come center, opposite. Come center, opposite. Pull your belly in, Velcro the back of the pelvis down so that your hips, your pelvis don't move at all. And twist, center, twist, center. Pull that belly in. Keep your elbows wide. Let's do one more on each side. Pull your knees in, lower your head. Pull the right knee into your chest, extend that left leg out. Make it really long. Push through that heel, give yourself a little stretch. We're going to do some leg work here. So the left leg is going to stay on the mat. It's your anchor. You're going to extend the right leg up. Just give a little pull behind your thigh or the calf, little hamstring stretch. Gently, just stretching out that right leg. And then you're going to bring your arms to your side. And you want your foot right over your hip. Make your leg as straight as you can make it. Doesn't have to be completely straight. If that doesn't feel right to you, your knee can be bent a little bit because not everyone has the same flexibility, especially if you have big muscles, you're a runner, you bike a lot, it's harder to have a completely straight leg. So keeping this right leg straight, you're going to lower down as you inhale, hover an inch above the mat, point your toes, use your core, lift it back up. Flex lower, hold, point, lift. Flex lower, hold, point, and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, feel like you're painting a stripe on the ceiling, making your leg as long as you can. Reaching out of the hip socket. Point, lift, hold it. Flex your foot. Now just drop your leg to the right. Hold, lift back up. As you drop it to the right, you keep your left hip down. Now, if it's easier for you, you can also bend your left knee and plant that foot down, if you prefer. 2 more. And lift. 1 more. Lower. And lift. Pull that knee in, just give it a little break. Straighten that leg back out. Point your toes now. You're going to rotate your knee to the right so you have this external rotation in your whole leg. Shoulders back. And you're going to circle that leg across to the left, across the bottom leg, come down, around, and up. You're making a big circle. The trick or the goal is to not let your hips move. So only make it as big as you can without your hips moving. Down, around, lift. If you want this to be more challenging, you can bring your arms up, reaching your arms up to the ceiling, pulling in at the shoulder socket. That helps to stabilize the upper body. Hold it, now reverse your circles. And lift, down, around, lift, inhale, exhale, lift. 2 more. And then last one. Lift to lengthen, pull that knee in. Give it a little squeeze. Then we'll do a little stretch here. So with your right hand, you're going to gently guide that knee out to the side, pulling it towards your shoulder, keeping your left hip down. So you get a little stretch in the pelvis in your inner thigh. And then bring that knee back to center. Now take your left hand, put it on the outside of your knee, spine twist. Bring it to your left side, extend your right arm out, look right, relax your right shoulder. Come back to center. Pull that knee in again. Pull the left knee in, give it a little squeeze. Now extend that right leg out. So we're going to do the same on the other side, but now the right leg is the anchor. Straighten that left leg out. Press your foot up, press your tailbone down. Just find length in that leg and gently pull for a hamstring stretch. You can have your hands behind your thigh, behind your calf. Your head can be down. You can lift your head. It's up to you. Depends on your flexibility. And now your arms are at your side, your foot is flexed, your leg is as long as you can make it, and you lower it down slowly, hover right above the mat, point your toes, lift up. Flex down, point, lift. Flex down, hover, point, lift. 2 more. Pulling your belly in and up the whole time to stabilize the pelvis and the hips. Hold it here, flex your foot, drop your legs straight out to the left, hold, lift back up. Drop it to the left, pull back up. 3 more. Keep breathing. As you drop your leg, you inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth as you pull it back up. 1 more. Hold it, just give your leg a little break, pull your knee into your chest. Then reach that leg up long, point your toes, now rotate your knee to the left. Arms are back, shoulders down. Circle your leg to the right, cross over the bottom leg, lift back up. Arms are at your side or reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, circle around. Really focus on what's happening with your hips as the weight of your leg moves around, challenging your core. Keep your hips completely still. Hold it here, reverse your circle. Circle to the left, cross over, lift up. To the left, cross over, lift. 3 more. And 2. 1 more. Making your legs super long. Hold, lengthen, pull your knee into your chest. With your left hand, now we're going to guide that left knee out to the side and towards your left shoulder. Bring it back to center. Take your right hand on the outside of the left knee. Roll to the right for a spine twist. Extend your left arm, look left. Pulling your belly in and up the whole time. Come back to center. Pull that knee in, pull your right knee in. 1 more exercise in this position before we move on, called corkscrew. So we did single leg circles. Now we're going to glue our legs together like they're one. And we're going to do some circles, but we're going to alternate. We'll do 1 circle in one direction, switch in the other direction. Legs are glued together, shoulders are back. Let's start with a small circle. Look up at the ceiling and draw a little circle with your toes, but don't let your pelvis move around. Hold it, reverse that circle. Hold it, pick that same spot to finish every time. Circle to the right, hold to the left. Now, if that feels easy, you feel in control, make your circle a little bit bigger. Go a little bit lower. And to the left. Inhale, exhale, lift. Keep getting bigger with your circle if you feel you can be a little bit more challenged. Inhale, sweep down, around, lift. Exhale, down, around, lift. 1 more on each side. Pull in with your core as you lower your legs, no tension in the low back. And pull your knees in. Give yourself a little squeeze. Inhale, and as you exhale, hands behind the thighs, kick your legs, roll up, and you're going to have a seat. Good, so we're going to do a few seated exercises here. Let's start with the saw. Your legs are in a V. Flex your feet, get super, super tall. Arms come out to a T. You're going to twist to the right. Take your left pinky, reach forward, and you're reaching towards your right pinky toe. At the same time, you press this left hip down, and you're reaching your arms in 2 directions, so everything's working. Your arms are reaching, you're pressing your hip down, you're feeling a stretch up this side. Your belly is lifted. Inhale, pull yourself up, lift, twist, exhale, reach for that left pinky toe. Now, maybe you're wondering why it's called the saw. Joe had some funny ideas, and you imagine that you're using your pinky to saw off that pinky toe. And you can also add a little double saw. So you twist, and it's reach, reach, lift, twist, press the opposite hip down, lift, twist, reach, reach, lift, twist, reach, pull your belly in. 1 more on each side. Reach, reach, lift, twist, reach, reach, come center, arms down. Let's work those quads. We're going to do some seated leg lifts. So if it's hard for you to sit up tall on the mat, you can sit on, if you have a yoga block or some books or some pillows to pick you up a little bit. Because you want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked right above your hips. So that's how your core is working, to stay lifted right here. Your legs are reaching in front of you, and you're going to then bend your left knee, pull it in, get really tall, shoulders down. You can keep your hands on your knees, but you don't want a death grip. They're just resting lightly. You're going to point the toes on the right leg and start lifting that leg. You're going to do 10 times sit up tall. Now flex your foot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and flex out. Sit up taller. Now flex in. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake that leg out. Pull the right knee in. We have to do the other side. Lift yourself up. Try not to fall back as you start to lift your leg. Hands resting lightly on your right knee. And lift your arms. You can also have genie arms, so no support from your arms. And flex. 8, 9, 10, flex out to the side, sit up tall, shoulders down. 8, 9, 10, flex in. Don't fall back. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake that leg out. And then you're going to bring the soles of your feet together. Grab your ankles, pull yourself up, candy cane forward. Press your elbows into your thighs if you want a little bit of an inner thigh stretch. And then we're going to restack your spine, sit up tall. So from here, one more exercise, seated. We're going to do a reverse plank. So your legs are straight in front of you, your hands are behind you, fingertips forward, right behind your hips. Using your glutes, you're going to pull yourself up to your straight line from your sternum down to your toes. You're looking forward. Don't let your head hang back. In this position, lift yourself up out of your shoulders. Squeeze your glutes. And then come down with control. Just lightly resting, come back up. Stay lifted. Pick your weight up out of your shoulders. Slowly lower down. Lift up. Belly pulled in tight. One more time, we're going to lower down and lift and hold and come all the way down. Flex your feet, sit up tall, reach up, stretch forward. Lengthen through the spine. You can put your hands on your ankles or your toes, nice flat back. And then restack. So now we're going to come onto our stomachs for some back extension exercises. So working those back muscles, you're going to put your hands right under your shoulders. Your head is hovering above the mat. You're looking down. Press your pubic bone down. That's how you're going to stabilize. Elbows glued to your ribs. Don't let them start to come out to the side. Spread your fingers. Press down into the mat. Deep breath in as you lift your chest. You look forward. Exhale, you lower. Inhale, lifting up, shoulders back. Exhale, lower. So as you lift and lower, you're trying to lengthen your spine. So feel like you're pulling your chest through your arms. Deep breath in and lower. One more time. And lower. Hold it here. You're going to extend your arms out. Just let them lay on the mat for a second. So really stretch out here. Pubic bone is pressed down. Your belly is lifted up. And just lift your right arm, lift your left leg. And hold it. Lower them down. Lift the left arm, right leg. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. Left arm, right leg. Squeeze that glute, reach with that leg. And lower. Now let's see if we can put that all together for swimming. We're going to do it slowly, and then you can speed it up if you'd like. So first, using that core muscle, using your back, lift yourself up. So you're in this Superman position. Arms are reaching, your thighs are off the mat. Slowly, right arm, left leg, switch, switch, switch. Hold it, we're gonna do 10 fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower down, hands under your shoulders, push up, feet together, toes together, knees apart. Come back into child pose. You bring your chest towards your thighs. You're reaching your arms forward. Taking a few breaths here, just releasing any tension in your back. Inhale, and as you exhale, round it through the spine, coming up onto your hands and knees, hands under the shoulders, knees are under the hips. So this is one of those spots where alignment is important. So you want to make sure hands right under the shoulders, knees right under the hips, belly lifting up, lengthening from the crown of your head through your tailbone. We're going to do a few cat-cow stretches here. Inhale, head and tailbone come up. Exhale, you drop your head, you tuck your tailbone, you lift your upper back up towards the ceiling. You even feel the weight come out of your wrists. You're lifting your belly up. Inhale, head and tailbone come up. Exhale, initiate from the core, rounding through the spine. One more. Inhale. Exhale, rounding through the spine. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to hold it here. Extend the right arm out. Extend the left leg out. You're just going to balance here, trying to keep your hips in line. You don't want your hips to start to lift up. So everything is reaching, but you're straight across from hip to hip. Your leg, you're trying to get your leg in line with your hip, your arm in line with your shoulder. Just hold it here. If you want, you can do a little lift and lower with your arm and leg. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and lengthen. Don't let your weight sink down. Put your hand down, put your knee down. Do a quick cat-cow, release any tension. And then we're going to do the other side. Just lift your weight out of your shoulders, extend your left arm out, your right leg out, and just hold it in balance. Keep that right hip down so your hips are straight across. Either stay here and balance or lift and lower. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, hold. Hand down, knee down, child pose once more. Just release that tension in your back. Round through the spine, come up onto your hands and knees again. So from here, we're going to do a plank. With plank, form is important. It's not about how long you can hold the plank, about your push-ups. If you do push-ups from plank, it's about your form. You want to make sure hands are under your shoulders. You're a long line from the top of your head down to your ankles, and you have a tiny tuck to your pelvis. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, neutral spine. You're not arching your back. You're a straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Step back with that right foot. Push into that heel. Without your hips dropping, step back with that left foot. Little tuck to the pelvis. Look forward towards the end of your mat. And just take a few breaths here. If you want to make it more challenging, just lift that right leg and hold it. See how that changes your plank. Maybe circle that leg around, but don't let anything else move. And reverse the circles. Bring that leg down, find your center again. Feel free to come down anytime. Circle. Reverse. Bring that foot down, come down to your knees. One more time, child pose. Inhale, exhale, round through the spine, and we're going to come all the way up. We're going to do some sideline leg exercises here. So you're going to stretch yourself out on your left side. So just make yourself into a long line. You want to make sure your hips are stacked, Your shoulders are stacked one on top of the other. You're gonna have your head propped up by your hand, or if you're more comfortable this way, you can put your arm out, rest your head on your arm. What's most important though, is that you don't let your weight sink into the side of your body against the mat. So you're reaching with your legs, these muscles are lifting up, bring your toes forward an inch or two. Bring that top leg up even with your hips, so you're a straight line here. Your foot is flexed. You can have your hand on your hip or behind your head or resting here for a little support. You swing that leg forward as far as you can without your hips moving. Point your toes, swing it behind you. Flex it forward, point, bring it behind you. You're really trying to imagine that you're balancing a glass of water on your hip. You don't want to lose a drop, so really keep your hips stacked. Keep them from moving side to side. 2 more. And then last one. Just hold that leg out, little circles. Reaching that leg like you're trying to touch the wall away from you. Hold it at the top, now reverse your circles. Half in front of the bottom leg, half behind. And lower that leg down. Bend your knees. We're gonna do a little clamshell here, still keeping your hips stacked. You lift up to the point as high as you can without your hips rolling back, and you lower. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Keep breathing. Don't sink into the mat. 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. The whole leg comes up and down. Keep breathing. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold it here. Extend that top leg straight out in front of you. Lift from here. 3, 4. Keep those hips stacked. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle it forward. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5. Lower that leg down, give it a little shake, give it a little rub. And then we're going to push ourselves up. We're going to swing our legs and do the same on the other side. So swing your legs to the opposite side. Line yourself up. Either your head is on your arm or you're holding your head up with your hand. Shoulders stacked, hips stacked. Legs come forward a tiny bit so you can see your toes. Lift that top leg even with your hip. It's not all the way up here. It's like a straight line from your hip to your heel. Then swing it forward gently or slowly as far as you can. Point, bring it behind you. Push through the heel, make your leg really long. Hand can be here. It can be here. It can be up towards the ceiling. Belly pulled in tight. That's what's stabilizing your hips so they're not swinging forward and back. 1 more. Bring your legs together. Now you're going to pick that leg up even with your hip again, maybe a tiny bit higher. Point your toe, reach that leg out of your hip socket. Circle it forward. Small circles the size of a beach ball. Hold it and reverse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower that leg down, bend your knees so your knees are at the front edge of the mat. For clamshell, keep your hips stacked. Lift that top knee, lower. Lift, lower. Pull your belly in and up. Don't let your weight sink here. Try not to let your weight sink into your shoulders either. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold it here. You keep that same shape with your knees bent, but the whole leg lifts and lowers. Your knee and your foot are in line. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. You're just going to straighten that top leg out. Lift it. 2, 3, 4. Keeping your hips stacked. 7, 8, 9, 10. Circle forward. 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Just let that lay down. If you're feeling tight, just give it a little pat, a little rub. Straighten your legs out. You're going to come all the way onto your back. So come all the way down. Arms at your side, shoulders back. We're going to do some bridging or pelvic lifting here. So even just laying down, if you feel your ribs lifting up and you have space between your upper back and the mat, pull them back down. So you're knitting your ribs back together, pulling your belly in and up. Your feet are in line with your hips. They're fairly close to your sitting bones. Knees going straight up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, you curl your pubic bone towards your belly button. So you have a little tuck, and then you slowly rise up, one bone at a time, squeezing your glutes. You push your knees away from you, pull your belly in, so you're a straight line from your knees all the way to your sternum. Inhale and exhale, you just come down slowly, one bone at a time, like a string of pearls. Release that pelvic tilt. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt, push into your feet. Equal pressure in your feet, shoulders back, weight just to the shoulder blades. You should be able to move your head side to side. And then slowly come down. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt. This is great for your back. If you have any back issues, and you've been to PT, I'm sure this is one of the exercises that they give you. And you release. Let's do one more. Inhale, exhale, pelvic tilt. Peeling up, squeezing those glutes, belly pulled in, and then slowly coming down, one vertebra at a time. Release that pelvic tilt. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself another little squeeze. Rock side to side. Place your feet down on the mat, slightly wider than your hips or your sitting bones, and just windshield wipe your knees side to side, releasing any of that tension in your low back. Just taking deep breaths in and out. It's another great stretch for your back. And you're going to come back to center. Pull your knees in again. And we're going to kick our legs and roll up, and then we're going to stand up for a final stretch. So a little kick, roll up, standing up tall. We're going to stand with our feet parallel right under our hips. Press your feet down, lift up. So everything is lifting up towards the ceiling. Neck is long, shoulders are down. Then take a deep breath in. As you exhale, push the air away. Feel like you're getting taller as you do. Resist bringing your arms down. Deep breath in. Hold it at the top. Take your right hand, hold just below the left wrist. Pull up and over to the right. You press your left heel down. Come up tall, switch sides. Press your right heel down. Come up tall. Get taller as you push the air away. Bring your feet wider than your hips. Turn your toes out a little bit. We're going to do a forward fold, stretching out those hamstrings one more time. So deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to swan dive forward, reaching through the fingertips, flat back, forward fold. Just let your head be heavy and dangle here for a second. Arms are heavy, head is heavy. Belly is lifted up towards your spine, and then you can add a little side to side movement. Come back to center, Lift up halfway, hands to your knees, shoulders down. You're looking down, your neck is long. Your top of your head's going in one direction, your tailbone's going the other direction. Your belly is lifting up towards your spine. Inhale. As you exhale, forward fold again, keeping that length. And maybe you move side to side again. Arms can just be down, or you can hold your elbows with your hands. Make a bigger motion. Come back to center. Press your heels down, tuck your tailbone. Roll up, one bone at a time. One more stretch, deep breath in. Reaching at the top, press your heels down, teeny tiny back bend, arms are reaching. Coming up tall, push the air away, and that's it. Thanks so much for joining me for this class today.